That I don't need power to. This can all go. Excuse me, mouse, if you would, kindly not do that. That'd be great. A problem with my mouse where it is, it's double clicking when I only want it to click once. So I tell it to do a deselect, deconstruct, and then it will just double click for some reason, not actually do the deconstruct. Fighting my mouse. You got about 500 hours, but you don't stream it. Oh yeah, that's cool. So you're definitely no noob to the game. What have I got? Oh, because I'm still requesting those, aren't I? God damn. There's some of the stuff. There we go. And right out. I'm up to in Steam now 1076 hours with about 2000 non-Steam hours as well. So I've got a little bit going on. Alright, this is the iron I want. Slow down the way. Once you get your bots up to speed, it's like so much faster always doing it by bot. I played it for a long while either, with something experimental outside of Satisfactory. I feel when I don't have my bots trained larger symbols. Yeah. Um, this base is, God, I don't even remember how many bases I've had now. 30, 40 bases long. I always tend to get to a certain point and then, I don't know, get distracted, forget to play, just not play. It's really weird. Absolutely love the game, but yeah, every now and then I just stop playing. But this one here, I've told myself I'm not gonna stop on this one. This one's going to, I'm gonna finish my ultimate goal, which I've had for a very very long time. Which is, if I remember the command, which was mega. There we go. That's my goal. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say I'm a lot more experienced. I guarantee you I will be doing some things quote unquote wrong. Um, that's just the thing with Factorio is everyone has their own way of doing things. And really, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. That's why I say it's quote unquote wrong. But I've got a few more hours. Let's put it that way. I've got a few more hours than you. Okay, that is one iron unload station. Oh, thanks for the follow, Joe. Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a playthrough. So, I can't remember your layout of your base either, but this was my spawn base, that's my starter. There's my spawn. Hello, moat. This was basically a base to start the main mega base. What I wanted to get out of this was modules, belt, robots, rail, inserters, the basic stuff. So initially I had 4 lanes of copper, 4 lanes of iron coming in. I had one smelter, oh sorry, 4 smelters of copper, 4 smelters of iron, 1 smelter of steel, and 2 smelters of brick, which is now changed to 1 train of copper and technically 4 and a bit lanes of iron. The 2 coming in from a train of steel and 1 of brick. You could be like me, mate. Don't worry. Of course you can. So this is what I wanted to get out of the space. Obviously, I need to bring in coal as well. I had at one stage 8 of these arrays of uh, energy stone arrays, steam engine arrays. I reduced it down to 2 because I built a giant nuclear factory over here. Each one of these platforms is supposed to bring out 1 gigawatt. I'm currently running a power of 4.6, 4.7, so I've got a little bit of leeway with these machines. The steam is there just as a safety net in case I run out, which I did already. It's there so that I can kick start the entire build again. It runs off a mixture of coal, hmm, which and it's supposed to be solid fuel, but the solid fuel was disconnected. Let's fix that up very quickly. There we go. Input is on the left. There we go. Much better. So yeah, that was my starter base. I had a couple people come in to help me out. Which is I had Mr. Dark Dragon himself. This is his mall. He also came in and did my starter oil as well. So I was really appreciative of him coming in and giving me a helping hand. I do have a Hall of Fame in here as well, which I'll go and have a look at. But then I'll basically bring in all the base items, and the base is just continuously building now. This was my module build. I'm sort of finished on needing modules. Um, uh, I don't need many more now. It's caught up to the point where I'm okay. I'm okay for now. I will need more eventually. It's just a matter of when I need them. I'm just following this belt at the moment to work out what was supposed to be there. Engines. And engines is lacking pipe, because pipe is lacking iron. Cool. Just need to set up an iron train here quickly, so then I can continue on with my base and also hook up that copper again. What was it? These ones here. Iron plate load till full cargo base. I do have a few train stations. Empty cargo. There as well. Cool. Yeah, I got a few trains. So this is my base in general now, the entire map. I'll get back to the chat and catch up with your questions. So I've done a lot of biter killing, a lot of exploring. Again, a few people come and help me out with that. For the start, my base was bugged and the biters wouldn't attack, even though I have expansion off. This is RailWorld settings, but expansion's off, but they are not friendly. They're currently just been pegging away. No, not there. Up here. They seem to attack here every now and then, but again, not very many, not very often. They also attack up here sometimes, not at the moment. And the last spot was down here they've been attacking. Again, not at the moment. Pollution's on. Pollution is out there. Pollution has been tickling the biters, but my base was offline basically for about 12 hours at least, where it didn't do a single thing. I ran out of power. But here's the biters. They're in pollution. They are getting hit quite a bit, and I got more defenses up. But again, they weren't attacking me very often at all, so I never really had a biter problem. And 3 deep of laser turrets tends to take care of pretty much any attack that they do throw at me. Right now, outposting is my big thing. I've got to keep expanding my outposts and getting more and more ores in. But the idea, the goal, as I put into chat, was that all the intermediate products will have its own station. So green circuits, for example, is down here to here. Green circuits to load trains, you need obviously plate and wire. Yes, wire on a belt. Where does the wire come from? The wire comes from 2 train stations. Where does the train stations load from? I don't remember. Up here. There we go. Wire on a belt from a station dedicated to it. Again, intermediate product, it needs cessation. Uh, so that's sort of thing. But every item will have its own station. I've outlined rough ideas of where I want all the items. We have landfill. We've got red science is now fully automated, fully built up as a mega stage. Random little bit of iron ore up there. Again, trains backed up, ready to unload. I can actually tell these actually go and fill up as well. That way everything's full. Ammo, waiting on a train to turn up to pick up. Otherwise, it's fully full as well. So yeah, every item's got its own thing. Even a pipe station. I don't think I've ever heard of a mega factory having a pipe station before. It's kind of insane. What else we got? Oh, it's over here. Oh, my red circuits. I love a good little red circuit build. Military build. Really, really struggling on military at the moment for grenades and wall. Wall is my big bottleneck right now. But yeah, that's my base. Um, Over here is Constan. He's in my Hall of Fame as well. He's building an artillery train. I sort of said I want an artillery train, so he said he'll come and build one. Uh, at the moment, I think it's a 30 wagon train, and it's only one way facing. He said he's going to build one up to 100 wagons long. This is full. This is stupidly full. It's 2,500 shells in this train with all of these boxes full with 48 in each box as well. Plus my base itself has a whole bunch of artillery shells up here. Where is it? Down here. There we go. Another 48 in there. I wonder if I've got any in the overflow. Yep, there we go. Another 48. Another. Some more in there. 6 and more in there. 235, I've got a little bit of excess amount. 238s, I got a little bit of excess amount. This is because I reconstructed my covert system, which was here, and I relocated it up here. Khan, there he goes. He's in chat. He's still got to come back and finish his artillery build. He slacked off. So did Maddie. Maddie slacked off as well. What was the questions? Modi, yep, you can be like me, no problem at all, man. Dustlock, I know, man. I apologize. There's reasons why I was AFK. Which Matt has already found out. He knows. He's already supported. Thank you. Um, I well, I'll get to that. But yeah, it has been a long, far too long. And yes, I have heard of Satisfactory. I like the look of it. It looks a beautiful game. Not, I still don't think I'm going to go for it. I still prefer the 2D look down model over the 3D stuff. Thank you, Joe. This has been a labour of love. The base has been AFK idle for about 40 hours. Actual playtime is well in excess of 200 hours now. Um, you're not allowed to sleep, man. You're not allowed to sleep. That's the thing. You know that. You haven't earned your sleep yet. But yeah, basically, I as my regulars know, I went camping for a weekend. Enjoyed my time away. Then came back, and then I left again to go help a friend out who was going through a breakup. So I went to his cottage. We spent a lot of hours on the lake and basically hanging out there. And I got severely burnt, which I put in my Discord. Put a few pictures of my sunburn. Burnt the backs of both of my hands pretty badly. Um, and then also my foot, my legs, my stomach, my chest. I didn't put those pictures on Discord though. But I got a pretty nasty burns across most of my body. So I had basically the sunburn chills. So I couldn't give my all to the stream. I had to take a little bit of time. So while I did that, which is why the stream is called the way it is. It's a little surprise stream. Uh, One is because I'm back, and the second is if you look just above the number 11 up here, you'll see something else. Ignore the Amazon thing down here. Definitely above the 11, outside of my game window. Uh, 8 months in the working, in the process of doing so, I finally got off my backside and did it. So yeah, now the regulars have a little bit more sitting there. Another a good reason to come back. Train, let's get rid of one out of there. Ore is backed up. Oh, nope, okay, apparently not. Oh well, I tried. You'll get some more eventually, my friend. But yeah, the Hall of Fame. This is my to-do list. It changes all the time, and pretty much always says outposting on it. But over here, Delslock, who he popped in the chat just a second ago, uh, he was cool with the server. He tried to come in, he tried to help out. I really appreciate his work. He's been around the channel for a while now, but he was cool with the server. He's got a special spot up here. Vin, Fraz, he came in, he killed a few things. I didn't kill enough, so I only gave him a pistol. He needs to come back and earn his machine gun. Matt Jams, last person in the chat, he built Mega Oil, and he's also been doing more oil stuff. So this is his Mega Oil. Oops, get rid of that train. This is Mega Refinery. This is Mega Oil. As you see, his name is on that list. He built this. He's been building all the oil-based products. Which is why he tells me, why he says to don't ask me to do oil, because I don't want to do oil. I hate oil products. Look at even this, Gim Science. I still haven't done it. Wolf Sniper, he was in earlier. He had to go into a party, but he built some rails. He also built a duck, but basically he built rails all the way out here. Uh, don't think he did this bit, but he did this bit over here. He also did this bit up here. He built the rail, and then he made a duck. This is his duck here. This is Wolf Sniper's duck. He originally put his duck over, I think it was down here somewhere. But his duck had to fly home. So little duck is over here now. Then we got Constant, RD base. This is all basically all of Constant stuff down here. A little bit of Matt's doings of being the sulfuric acid build, which he's started. Um, but otherwise, most of this is his. This is more Constance, including the single lane rail, which I helped him build, but that's all his. That's his base. I leave it to him. You can do whatever you want with it, Constant. I honestly, I've looked at these things and I've been going around clearing out miners, and I've just left your miners alone. So you got to finish your base. And then Dark Dragon, he's also on the list. He was the supplier of the mall, which makes some things some of the times, not often enough. I'll give him a hard time about that. Every time I give him a hard time, he pops his head in the chat going that it's not supposed to make everything and that it's my fault. I still say that I had to bolt on military stuff. That should have been on there. I had to bolt on some of the module stuff. That should have been on there. Uh, he says it wasn't. I say it is. We argue. Good time. Good fun. He also built the original oil build, which I had to alter lots of things for it. I had to build this ginormous stacker with dedicated stations because that killed the base. I had a train stuck up here and then another train stuck down here, and the entire oil shut down the entire base. So I had to do this. One train missing its instructions, and that ruined the entire base for about 10 hours. Yep, I got a stick train. If anyone wants some sticks, iron sticks, I've got a train load of them. An entire station dedicated for them. Go. Basically telling these trains to leave the stations just so they can resupply. As they otherwise, oh, nope, no. Otherwise it's just sitting there. Yeah, it's fine. Get rid of all that. Could probably actually. What's the easiest way of doing that? Don't deconstruct that. Deconstruct that one. Build that up there. Deconstruct that one. Nope, that one. Not that one. Uh, yep, doing all the stuff so I don't have to. My build is definitely not tidy. There's a lot more hours on this. Con, you need help. Um, I can give you help. I can give you the instructions on how to uninstall EU4. I think that's what you need to do next. Tonight's not a good night to join my server, but the RD train, I think you need to finish it. Finish what you start. When you can, man. When you can. Um, but no, this base mode, it's definitely not tidy. This is a absolute mess. It will become tidier as time goes on. Um, once these stone patches, all these base ores around the main base here has been tidied up, then I will be able to tidy the entirety of the rest of the base up. It's probably tidier than some, but again, tidy doesn't matter too much. It could be the messiest base of all bases. Are you kidding? Are you seriously, bot? You pick up this stuff before finishing off the first orders I give you. Bots are broken, dare ya? Go place some belt. Thank you. There we go. Bots are so broken. But yeah, the bases get tidy. They don't have to be too super tidy. uh, Dragon's a good time. It's a good laugh. I enjoy Dragon's company, so I can laugh at him. And mostly I try to annoy him. I think it works most of the time. Um, but to have a really tidy map, the easiest way is to always build your rails on a grid line. So what I mean by that is if you show tiles grid, you'll see grid line. Now if I go up to the top here, you'll find my rails up here somewhere. All lanes. See, they're always on a grid, and they're always together, always the same distance apart, always the same. So for that, I use Mojo's belt book. So this is Mojo D. He's got a couple of different ones. He's got 2 lanes and 4 lanes. I've got 2 lanes for all my stations inputs, and 4 lanes for the main line. I'm going to have to upgrade what I use. I'm going to have to go up to, I think, an 8 lane. So 4 lane one way, 4 lane the other. At the moment it's 2 each way. I'm going to have to upgrade eventually. I'll be upgrading the horizontal straight through there. And the vertical, which one was it? I was going to actually upgrade this vertical here, I believe it was. Which means I was going to move the steels. Because these steel smelters are actually wrong. I had to fix those. Because the idea of it is that every build has input come in and then it goes out. So a good one would be green circuits, takes plate and wire, and then it produces a green circuit. I've got all the green circuits coming down and then all the way back up around the top to exit. But what the same as the smelters, obviously smelters, copper and iron are pretty basic, but steel smelter is built wrong. And I find it again because I've got ore coming into these, which then goes into iron plate, which then goes into the steel. What I should be doing here is having the exact same build that I have up here, but instead of ore coming in, I have iron plate coming in. Seems a little counterintuitive in that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically copy this entire array here, pretty much this entire station really. Yeah, pretty much from the edge here all the way down to here-ish. And I'm going to basically load it or slap it down over here, I believe. Maybe out here. Bit of room out here. And then I'll have the iron go over to steel. Yes, Con, I copied blueprints. Bad thing, you can't find crude oil. Really, Modi. Um, I know on a few builds, if you don't go out searching for it early enough, you can get sort of a cramped back where you can't go out and search for it because the biters are too strong. A bit of oil here. Ooh. All the unload support. Okay. Yeah, so you can't go out and search because the biters are too strong, but you need to go out and search so that you can um, get more tech to be able to defeat the biters. It gets a pretty tricky situation. I forgot to do this. All I can suggest is doing a turret um, creep. If you don't know what a turret creep is, I don't have any turrets on me. Let's pretend this box is a turret. You basically, the biters are over here. You place the turret down, you fill it half with ammo. You might put a couple turrets down, half with ammo each. Step forward, place a couple more, fill the ammo, fill the ammo, fill the ammo. Once the biters start attacking here, go back, remove the old ones, move forward, get closer, smaller gaps to the point where you are like this. Keep building, keep building, keep building until you kill all the biters. Manually yourself go for their spawners so that you're not getting attacked too much. That will help in the long run. But yeah, she can. It can be a little bit of a pain. Let's get rid of all this. If you need any support there, Moat, I'm gladly give you some support and some help. Zodek, welcome, buddy. Welcome back. Still working on my mega base. It's still a work in progress. Right now, I'm just tidying up the base a little bit, getting basic plate bringing back into the station. I just removed all my iron smelting from base, and I'm going to eventually be removing all the copper as well, but not right now. Right now, I was going to build a new build. I think I was going to do mega barrels, or was I going to up? I'm going to try to speed up grenades actually. Which is wall, which is stone. Yeah, stone still lacking. 5 trains coming in. Definitely not fast enough. What is this one? He takes a... What? No? Aha! Well, that would do it. Where is stone? Right there. Okay, let's go visit stone for a bit. But still working on the mega base. It's still that love child. It is slowly making progress. It is a slow